Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys cut promising receiver and sign Micah Parsons' former teammate. The Dallas Cowboys continue to make roster moves at the start of training camp as the team signed former Washington Commanders pass rusher Shaka Toney. Dallas also signed former Indianapolis Colts defender Alquadin Muhammad. To make room for the pass rushers, the Cowboys released 23-year-old wideout Corey Crooms Jr. Crooms was among the early training camp standouts, but sustained a leg injury which ultimately impacted the receiver's chances to make the team. After suffering a lower leg injury in practice this week, the Dallas Cowboys have waived undrafted free agent wide receiver Corey Crooms Jr., DallasCowboys.com's Nick Harris detailed in an August 1st on X. Unfortunate ending for Crooms, who was having a strong camp, considering his status, before the injury. It's not all bad news, as the addition of Toney reunites the defender with star pass rusher Micah Parsons. The two players were collegiate teammates at Penn State. The last time the two defenders were teammates, Toney had his best college season. Toney notched 41 tackles, 8 tackles for loss and 6.5 sacks in 13 appearances for Penn State during the 2019 season. Cowboys seeking DT addition. The Cowboys hosted several veteran edge rushers yesterday, and in two cases that effort produced an agreement. Both Alquadin Muhammad and Shaka Toney landed Dallas deals following a successful workout. Those additions will provide the team with depth at the defensive end spot in the wake of Sam Williams' ACL tear. The Cowboys are still interested in making moves in the front seven during the summer, however. COO Stephen Jones informed Clarence Hill Jr. of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram Dallas is seeking help at the defensive tackle spot. 2023 first-rounder Motzi Smith did not have a strong rookie season, and plenty of attention will be aimed at his ability to develop this season. The Michigan product logged a snap share of just 28% last year, but he could take on a larger workload moving forward. The Cowboys do not have a big-ticket contract on the books at the moment after watching Jonathan Hankins and Neville Gallimore depart in free agency. Dallas still rosters 2021 third-rounder Osa Odigizua, veteran Carl Davis, as well as rookies Justin Rogers and Denzel Daxon along the defensive interior. Odigizua has started all but 4 of his 50 career games, and he enters 2024 as a pending free agent with the potential to help his market value with another consistent season. The team will be aiming to improve against the run in 2024, and Smith taking a step forward would be critical in that effort. The Cowboys entered Friday with just over $12 million in cap space. That figure will change once the Muhammad and Toney deals are official and when any extensions for Dak Prescott or CeeDee Lamb are worked out. A modest addition could still be made at the DT spot, though, and it will be interesting to see if Dallas lines up any visits with the remaining free agents at the position. Dak Prescott doubles down on potentially leaving Cowboys. The idea of not playing for the Dallas Cowboys beyond this season does not scare Dak Prescott, a point the Pro Bowl quarterback has reiterated a few times. Prescott is entering the final year of the 4-year, $160 million deal he signed with the Cowboys in 2021. If Dallas doesn't reach an extension with him, he'll be a free agent next offseason. The contract talks haven't been on Prescott's mind as he prepares for the season, he said. "I've got a ton of confidence, but honestly, it's not something I think about," Prescott told Jeff Kolb of Fox 4. "I'm here in training camp and focused on this year. I'm on a contract for this year and that's all I really care about." Prescott's next deal could potentially reset the quarterback market, surpassing recent contract numbers by Jordan Love and Tua Tagovailoa. Last season, Prescott topped the NFL in completions, 410, and touchdown passes, 36, amassing 4,516 passing yards and finishing second in MVP voting. He understands his market, so if he has to take his talents elsewhere, he will. "Having a kid, your perspective changes a little bit in life," said Prescott, who had his first child this year. A lot of quarterbacks have played for other teams. That's just the business and nature of this game. That's just me not being naive to that. It's not something I look for, or prepare, even plan, for, but if something like that happens, I'll certainly be ready for it. Cowboys talks with Dak Prescott on contract upbeat. The Cowboys are considering a few monster extensions, including those for Prescott, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and defensive superstar Micah Parsons. Prescott and Lamb, who is holding out of training camp, are the two most pressing. Cowboys Chief Operating Officer Stephen Jones said they've had some upbeat talks with both Lamb and Prescott's reps and have exchanged offers. It remains to wait. Cowboys linked to NFL QB prospect that would set social media on fire. If there is one thing Jerry Jones knows how to do, it is getting the Dallas Cowboys in the headlines whether good or bad. Good old Jerry is an agent of chaos, and he is anything but conventional. Just look at the way the team has handled the contract situations with star quarterback Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. Lamb is expected to re-sign with the Cowboys, but Prescott's future is still up in the air. If Prescott does not receive a contract extension before the start of the season, he will likely hit the open market thanks to a no-trade and no-tag clause in his current deal. That would spark a bidding in free agency, and the Cowboys could very well be priced out. So what happens if Prescott leaves Big D for a blockbuster payday? Enter Colorado star quarterback Shedeur Sanders, the son of the one and only Coach Prime. An anonymous NFC scout spoke to ESPN's Jordan Reed and explained why Shedeur could be a target for the Cowboys if Prescott moves on. With the Dak contract mess happening and struggling to pay their other stars, you better believe that owner and general manager, Jerry Jones, has it in the back of his mind what the benefits of a young and cheap QB could be for that team if they crash and burn again in the playoffs, the scout said. Imagine a home state kid whose dad not only played for your franchise but was a highly successful player, and Shedeur is the type of player that'd embrace the star on the side of his helmet. Shedeur's father is, of course, Deion Sanders. The Pro Football Hall of Famer is one of the best cornerbacks in NFL history and had a successful career in Dallas, helping the team to its most recent Super Bowl victory in 1995. There has been positive news regarding a Prescott extension in recent days, but you can never be too sure until ink is to paper. And we all know Jerry Jones is unpredictable as it gets, so making a splash with Shedeur instead of paying approximately $60 million per year for a quarterback who hasn't gotten you over the hump would not be surprising. Whatever the case, you know the Cowboys will bring the drama, and the possibility of Shedeur to Big D is something that likely won't go away.